And why are the eclipses in the north longer than in the south? In the south, the eclipse is faster. Shall we go? You can do this too. You can print this azimuthal map on Google, okay? And you can do it by hand so you can see there's no deception, okay? So let's go. I'm here making a video alone. I myself will simulate and also hold the little model there, okay? Let's go. And then you can Google it and research the longest eclipses in history. It will always be in the north, okay? So let's prove this. I'm holding it right in the middle here. See? Okay. So let's simulate here. See?
Oh, let's start the eclipse then. Oh. Look, I'm going to get it right on the meridian, okay? There, let's start.
Remember that the timing is the same, see? The north has already started, see? And the south, still nothing.
It has reached the south now, see? All right, so let's go.
In the south, it already ended. But in the north, it continued. Did you notice why eclipses in the north are longer? Take a look. Because the circumferences are different, right? We are on a flat world, and the azimuthal map is our map, you see? It's the true one. So research it and you'll see. The longest eclipses are in the north. Look, proven. Make a small model like this and you can prove it. Understand? There's no deception. See? Look at the time. The time is the same. I'm rotating. See? There is a magnetic flow, right? So the celestial bodies are being carried by this flow. So the time is always the same. See? It has already reached the north, and in the south, the eclipse hasn't started yet. Look, in the north, in the south, it has already passed. Look, it will pass, and the north is still continuing.
So, do a Google search, look it up, and you'll be amazed by the duration of the eclipses in the north. Alright, folks, new video on the channel. This is to alert you and break free from this mental prison of the globe. Okay? Try it and verify it on Google. Alright? Thanks. Cheers.
I have to ask y'all, so my family was having a heated discussion last night about if the world is flat or not. I need to get y'all's take on it. What do y'all think? Because the one thing that really convinces me is the flight patterns or flight routes and everything on a flat earth versus a globe. So let me know what y'all think.
You want to know why the earth is flat? Here's how I know. Have you literally ever looked outside the window of a plane? Literally, it's that simple.
I just need you now. I just need holding my breath every night, looking for your car every traffic light, catching your face passing by. I could love this place if we could have more time. I just need you now. I just need.
Then he pulled up a scientific, real flat earth map from 1800. The guy was like, what is flat earth map? He said, the United Nations logo. They use it. They throwing it in our face. The map that we use is wrong. It's different. They changed it. This is the actual map. And you can look up in encyclopedias. You can go and check one out of the library. It's a map it says like it's proven. It's a map and it's scientifically proven. It's a fact that these are the maps that they use. It's a flat earth map, and you have to fly over Alaska to get to LA. So
from Asia?
Yeah, but Alaska is right by us. It's not far
north,
up. It's by LA. It's not
west.
far. It's not more north than what we think. So like we've been lied to. So that is an emergency landing. Then I started looking to other emergency landings, and I started looking to like layovers and stuff like that, and a lot of stuff didn't make sense. Why they would fly all the way up here to change, then like the flat Earth map is totally different. Then once you kind of look into the flat Earth map, and then and when you fly across the world, and you know like the layouts and what it stops and stuff, then it kind of since the flat, and that's what took me over the edge was that the emergency landings thing.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, right? I never thought this would happen to me. But I'm starting to be a flat earther. I think I am a flat earther. Because I definitely don't believe we on a globe, on a ball, no more. I used to, but...
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have... This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have...
Let me tell you, if you are not a conspiracy theorist by now, it's because you are not intelligent. I am not kidding.
I didn't see the airplane or anything. Oh, got it off.
Hey, babe. Why can't we visit Antarctica?
You can visit Antarctica. You just can't explore it by yourself without a scientific team approved by the people in charge.
Can you?
I have to, disclaimer, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I have to use certain coded words so that we do not get struck. Because last time I started speaking the truth, they tried to ban the video. I think it's up there.
Yeah. So, can you fly over? Like, can you get a flight there?
No.
Why?
You cannot go there as a domestic. You can do like a private expedition, and it's like $25,000, something crazy. But you can't explore Antarctica like free.
Why?
Because there's a treaty that was signed with over 40 countries that stated they will all collectively together protect this one piece of land, whereas nowhere else in the history of the earth have they ever agreed to a treaty. That's the only treaty in the history of earth that has never been broken. So you just think about that. So it has to be something there we're not allowed to see, or they're trying to keep from us. My assumption is that it's either more land or there's some sort of barrier in the ice wall and the firmament, because scientists have said that they are extracting blue ice from some sort of artificial edge that's placed on the earth. But these are all hearsay. So with these types of things, I take it with a grain of salt. I don't believe it until I actually go to Antarctica and see it and touch it for myself. But I'm not going to believe what they tell us, because that's definitely not true.
And this is all just like alleged hearsay, like
This
not
is all
even,
alleged hearsay,
like...
but the facts are you can't go to Antarctica. If we want to go to Greenland right now, we can go explore, trek all over it. But we can't go to Antarctica for some strange reason. They don't want people going there.
Okay.
Verses in the Bible that made me go, about the FET. Okay. I don't really care what you think about it. You can think I'm an idiot. I don't care. I'm on the fence. I am on the fence about FET or circular, you know? I'll put it in the thing, but you know, they like to take down our posts. So, but okay. So I've never read my Bible front to back, and I've started to. Like, I don't read any other books. I'm really just trying to get like my own discernment. Like, I pray about it. So me and my husband are going through Genesis. And then, so this one, okay, so let's talk about this one verse. So we're in Genesis chapter 1, we're starting at verse 6. This is when, like, this is God creating the earth and what that looked like. So this verse, and God said, let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water. So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it, and it was so. God called the vault sky. So if we have the sky, that is the vault, to separate us from the waters that are above said vault, wouldn't that go against what NASA has told us? Also, when it comes to NASA, if you guys have ever like not looked into the origins of when it started, I don't believe something that was created from evil can all of a sudden be good. That's my personal belief. But anyways, so, but that just sticks with me. And then, okay, let me jump over. Because then I also did my own reading in, like, I read the book of John by myself. Oh, hold on, let me find it. Okay, so I lied. We're still in the book of Genesis. I thought there was something in John I wrote down, but I don't find it. Okay, so this is when he's talking about the flood with Noah, yada, yada. And so it says in Genesis chapter 7, we're going to go, let's go to verse 11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, on the 17th day of the second month, on that day, all the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened, and rain fell on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. What floodgates? And that could just be like, you know, he created rain or whatever. But I feel like there's something there. And people that are like, oh my gosh, like, why would they lie to us? Why does the devil lie about everything? Because from what I'm seeing, you know, it wouldn't be that weird. It would not be that weird for the devil to invade and make us believe that God didn't create the earth and we just came from a little atom that just, and here we are. So I don't think it'd be that weird. It's the other one that like really made me ponder. Okay, so we're still in Genesis 8 verse 2. Now the spring, so this is after he stops the flooding. So now the springs of the deep and the floodgates of the heavens had been closed, and the rain had stopped falling from the sky. That tells me like he did multiple things to start the rain. Not only did he have rains falling from the sky / vault that we learned in chapter 1, it also tells me he opened the floodgates above the skies to rain it down. Rain it down. To have it rain down. To have it flood. That's how I took that verse. Like I said, this is my own discernment. But tell me how you guys took that verse. Because it's almost like there's a comma. Like it's, now the springs of the deep and the floodgates of the heavens had been closed, comma, and the rain had stopped falling from the sky. I don't know. This is just my discernment, guys. Welcome to my baby Christian Bible talk.
So if we can put a rover on Mars that's like 34 million miles away and control it from Earth, how come no one ever thought, let's put a rover on the moon, which is only like 230,000 miles away? Why is there no moon rover? You actually know the answer to all these unanswered questions. It's that they lie to you about pretty much everything, and everything they tell us is pretty much bullshit.
I want to talk a little bit about flat Earth and why I no longer believe that I live on a spinning globe. I was taught the globe model in school. I loved science. I had NASA posters on my wall and loved space and was a geek about that kind of stuff. I won science fairs and I always loved science. But 2 years ago, my friend told me that I should look into flat Earth. And I didn't laugh at him because I'm not that kind of person, but I did decide to look into it. I decided to look into it so that I could help flat earthers stop being flat earthers. I sincerely wanted to prove them wrong with logic that they could not refute. So my friend gave me a book. I read it on an airplane and my mind was blown. I was looking out the window, seeing the horizon right at my eye level, and hearing the explanation that that is impossible on a globe of any size. I read the arguments about water being level, and this is such a common sense one that it was hard to get through my intellect in the beginning because it seemed too simple. I was understanding that water is level, that large bodies of water lay flat. That is a very fundamental understanding of physics, and we use water as a leveling tool. So how could this water curve around a ball? The explanation is just one word: gravity. Gravity. But you can't see it or measure it. you can see NASA images that NASA admits are photoshopped, but they have to be. That's from a NASA employee who creates these images. They are computer generated, supposedly taken from ribbons of imagery from the satellites. Why can't we just get a photograph? There's only one that they really say is a photograph. That's the 1972 one. There's another 2012 one or something like that. But these can be photographs, but they could be of a fake Earth in a studio. So, I'm not going to go into all of that right now. It's a huge, huge rabbit hole. And I went down it because I wanted to prove the globe to myself. I wanted to prove flat earthers wrong. These dumb flat earthers, I'll teach them. That's what I thought. I was very wrong. I've spent about 1,000 hours in the past 2 years or more looking into flat earth, looking into both sides. I was given the globe earth side my whole life, so I had to at least go get the flat earth side. But I watched all the debunkers, I watched the Simon Dans, I watched the Professor Daves, the Fight the Flat Earth. So this was not what I thought it was going to be. This wasn't just stupid, illogical, religious arguments like God said it and therefore it is. Like, no, this was just science and logic and common sense being put right in front of my face. I'm not trying to convince anyone here. I'm just sharing my story, and you should look into it. Not because you believe it already, not because you want to believe it. No flat earther wanted to be a flat earther. You should look into it because millions and millions of people believe something that is the opposite of what you were taught in school. So you should already want to prove them wrong or prove yourself right, prove the globe to yourself. That's what I did. I just wanted to prove the globe to myself. And all of these globe facts and figures started being very questionable the more I looked into them. Just give it a chance. I know it sounds crazy. It sounded crazy to me too. No flat earther wanted to be a flat earther. We just wanted to know the truth. We just wanted to prove the globe to ourselves. We just wanted to prove flat earthers wrong so we could call them stupid and tell them why they were stupid. That's the reason why we researched it and listened to their side. And when you go flat, there's no going back. I know that the earth is not a spinning, tilting, wobbling, orbiting, pear-shaped oblate spheroid. I know that I am not a worthless monkey spinning on a ball in the corner of a cold and vast universe. I know that I am a spiritual being on this physical plane, in a physical body, and that everything is here for a reason because it was created. It was intelligently designed. It was not randomly brought together by the forces of gravity and chaos and chance. It was not 14.5 billion years ago a Big Bang explosion that doesn't destroy everything like every other explosion. This explosion creates everything. And it all comes out of this explosion, and dust goes around, and gravity starts bringing the dust together into planets. Planets start bumping into each other, stars get created, and we just happen to end up right in the habitable zone of the sun, with the moon perfectly spinning so that we never see the dark side of the moon. But it's a sphere that's rotating, but it's just rotating so perfectly against our spin that we never see the dark side of the moon. We get perfect seasons, you know, this beautiful Earth, which has its problems, but is clearly created. It's like thinking that a hurricane or a tornado could go through a junkyard and build a brand new Boeing 747 right there and put that all together completely randomly. It's like honestly thinking that a monkey could type the entire works of Shakespeare if you just let him tap on the keys enough. And that's what math tells you is possible, which is why math has gone astray. We need math that is rooted in reality, not just these theories that are not rooted in reality at all, like gravity. Why would you need gravity? Why would you need the center of the earth pulling everything down? Why would an apple have to fall on a Freemason's head in the 1600s for us to understand that things fall down? Eric Dubé has a great analogy, which is if Isaac Newton saw that apple fall into a puddle, then he would understand that the apple only fell through the air because it was more dense than the air, but floated on top of the puddle because it was less dense than the water. Density and buoyancy, understood and named by Archimedes like 2,000 years before Isaac Newton, already explains why things fall down. You don't need a force of gravity. You don't need this relativity where there is no up and down, and there is no good and bad, and there is no man and woman. You can be whatever you want. It's all relative, man. There's no up and down. You know, in China, they're upside down relative to us. And, you know, that's just how it is. You can dig a hole to China. Like, these are just, it's just sci-fi gone wild. And so, that's about it for this video. I just wanted to share my experience. Would you ever question your fundamental beliefs? Thank you for watching.
The Flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni, and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Idia Lenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.